Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. Just gonna let you see the elephants a little bit better. Cat sneaking up behind me. And we have, sorry, I'm moving the phone all over the place. There's a Miss Lady. And there's a Maya hiding behind the tree on the other side of the fence. Let's see. Sorry guys, I'm trying to make sure everything's set up here. I'm not seeing comments yet. That's if we want to leave a comment. Let's see, I'm not sure. Sorry for technical difficulty. Trying to make sure I can see your guys' comments. Oh, not like that. That either. Well, no comment coming in. Sorry guys. Technologically challenged. There's a Bugsy. We're going to see. There's a comment. Hi Pamela. Alright, so I have comments coming in now. We are back. It's been a long time since we have chatted live. This is Lady that we're looking at. She's eating her dinner. As we said, Maya's on the other side of the fence there somewhere. Shirley's on her way out with the four-wheeler. She's one of the caregivers. She's on her way to go give Maya some food. It's a normal dinner time. But I wanted to check with you guys, touch base with you guys. A lot of people are wondering how things are going down here in Brazil and how we're doing with coronavirus and different restrictions. We're actually doing really well. Of course, kind of the nature of sanctuary is isolation. So it's kind of been the norm for us out here that we live in a pretty rural environment. But we are doing a lot of, have established a lot of protocols just to make sure everybody's safe. We are wearing masks anytime anybody's in close contact or close proximity to one another. We have, of course, latex gloves available for folks. A lot of hand washing and just a lot of minimizing exposure to the city, making as few trips as possible to town, just being careful as everyone needs to be right now in this new day. But we know there's been a lot of reports from different organizations that are struggling or are have short supplies and stuff, and we're actually doing pretty well. We kind of saw the writing on the wall, so we started stocking up a little bit early to make sure everything was all set. We've been in close contact with our suppliers of produce and things of that nature to make sure everything is good and everything's on order. It doesn't seem like there's going to be any major hiccups right now, but we're still watching it. Of course, each country has different protocol, and Brazil right now is actually relaxing some of their recommendations, which I'm not too keen on, to be honest. I think that they need to be a little bit more diligent, but we're going to continue to do what we need to make sure we're safe. I'm going to move over. And there's Miss Maya back there. But the girls have been doing well. Everything's going beautifully. We're still in the middle of our rain season, so there's still an abundance of food. Natural forage for them. They get about 80% of the diet from the natural forage. Nice, behind the bushes. We're gonna. Shirley's over there on the four-wheeler on the other side of the fence.
People ask, how do you get an elephant to follow? That's how. Four-wheeler is the ice cream truck. And Maya is more than happy to follow.
I'm trying to hold the phone still so they can see Maya. Can't do too many things at one time. All right, Maya's heading around the corner for her dinner. We'll go back to Lady over here. Somebody just said, love hearing the birds. Yeah, you know, it's pretty amazing out here. The wildlife is just an abundance of wildlife. It really is a beautiful sanctuary for all. And we commented on it all the time, especially in the morning when we come in. The birds are singing like crazy in the barn. It's always beautiful. We also want to let you guys know about Mara. Some people are starting to ask about Mara, who's the next elephant that's supposed to be coming. Her trip was scheduled for the end of this month, which was supposed to be her departure date. We've been talking extensively with the Buenos Aires Eco Park and the authorities in Buenos Aires. And right now the trip is on hold. We don't know for how long, but we've had to postpone the trip because of the restrictions and for safety parameters to make sure that we're not putting our transport crew at risk. We don't know exactly how long it's going to be postponed. Everyone's committed to as short a time as possible. Right now, everything's looking pretty good in Argentina. They've been had a lot of very strict protocols and procedures, and they don't have as much exposure as other countries have. But we're just going to have to wait and see how the next couple of weeks play out. Of course, we have Easter right around the corner also, which could be inhibitive to do a transport during that holiday. But we're just going to keep watching and talking to everybody and trying to do what we can to bring Mara as quickly as possible, but don't know exactly when that's going to be.
At this point, she's still in quarantine, which is not really very different from her every day. She's normally by herself and closed out from the other two elephants. So all of that routine is the same. It's just a matter of testing and treatment and her staff wearing gloves and being a little more sterile with masks. But she's going to stay in quarantine because we're hoping the extension...
Hey guys, it's your truck.
Molly. We're hoping the extension isn't very long, so if she stays in quarantine for the extra couple of weeks, then she doesn't have to start over. So she's still all good. Her caregivers are still all good with loving on her and taking care of her the way she needs to be. And the hope is that she can just stay in quarantine for an extra couple of weeks and then be on her way.
Yeah, we're still getting photos and videos from her training crew. They adore her. They're very cute with their celebrations and very affectionate and playful with her, so it's really nice to see. And she's doing great. She's still acclimating to the transport container. She's really ready to go anytime. Just need to give a little bit of time for the world to come into balance again. But she's doing well, and the team there is doing well.
Yeah, one of the things we don't want to happen is we don't want to run into problems on the road and then have an already long road trip be extended with an elephant in the container. So the precautions aren't only for the humans involved in her relocation, but to make sure that her trip goes as smoothly as possible. Are you reading questions? She's concentrating.
Yeah, just reading comments, sorry. Thanks for all the comments. We'll try to do a few more live when the girls are around and have good lighting to share with you. I know a lot of you are cooped up in your homes, which is a good thing. But everyone's looking for a little extra entertainment, a little reprieve from what's going on, and
a little bit of nature.
A little bit of nature. Actually, I had somebody commented the other day of they're dying to get back in nature, so we can do this and share some of the nature sounds like we talked about, and some of the birds, give you a little taste of what our self-isolation is like, which we're really, really lucky. We've talked about that before, just how infinitely lucky and blessed we are to be able to live this life, to be able to help these elephants. And part of it is to be able to live out here in this space, and it's just surrounded by nature. It really is remarkable and beautiful and incredible for the elephants, and of course incredible for the folks that live here as well.
And as you're watching Lady, she's doing really well. We just finished a training session with her, and she's a rock star. Front left foot, straight through the bars, in position, touching, all good right off the bat. She's very cute. We try to mix it up a little bit. We did some back feet, and then we did front feet in a different place, and she's great with it. She's actually really cute. She seems to enjoy her training sessions thoroughly and seems a little bummed when they're over. But you try to not have them be too long because you don't want them to get frustrated and end it on a positive note. And she's always willing to give just one more when you're done. And she's very, very cute. But she's doing very well. Of course, her feet are still not in good condition. But baby steps to get her to a place where she's comfortable enough that we can actually do the intense footwork that we need to do to help her feet out. But she's doing great. She's really, really good.
And she's really cute.
She is really
She
cute.
is so adorable.
She does this sideways, open mouth, tongue out thing when she wants you to stick food in her mouth, which is what happens when, it's a bigger reward, and she tries to bribe you to stick food in her mouth now all the time, even if nothing happens. It's quite adorable. And she knows how charming she is.
Yeah, she knows we're suckers. We have talked before about this evolution of these elephants opening up more and becoming more comfortable and more confident. Lady's still not super keen on touch. She's doing better, as Kat mentioned. She's letting us touch her feet more. She's letting us scrub her feet. We can scrub different parts of her body a little bit now. But still, when we go to touch her hand in different places, she's still a little bit guarded. However, when she's ready for her big treat, she is not at all apprehensive to open her mouth big and wide and have you put it directly in there for her. She's really, really cute. She's adorable. But you guys know that. The whole world knows that Lady's adorable.
She knows she's adorable.
Marge just asked if the pandemic is putting Mara's rescue on hold. It is temporarily. Everyone is committed to... Oops, what just happened here? Got really dark on you. Everyone's committed to making the delay as short as possible, but it is delayed for a short time here. Sorry, I'm going to try to put the phone down so I don't keep wiggling it and try to...
It's better that he does it than me. I just shake, so there's a whole lot of vibration when I do it.
I don't know why it got so dark. I can't get it adjusted. Hold on a second, I'm going to move around a little bit. Oh, don't want that.
Next shot. Oh, dusting.
The lighting's changing it quite a bit here.
One of Lady's
Thanks, Ken.
favorite
Ken said it
pastimes.
looks fine there. Looks a little pretty dark on my phone. I think it's just because the phone's getting warm. It may just be changing on my screen, but not for you guys. Let's hope.
Can you zoom in? I'll touch it.
I appreciate all the comments telling me that it looks just fine, so I will stop worrying about it.
See if she's heading over to the wallow. Actually had that cleaned out, and it was a little mini pond, and none of the girls really seemed to dig it. So we changed it and made it a mud wallow again, and everybody's happy again. So sometimes a girl just wants a big dirty puddle, it seems. Squish it.
Can you move this?
Sure. big goobers of mud.
Bugsy, leave her alone, please. Bugsy's scrounging for scraps. He's coming with us, lady. You're all good. Somebody just asked if her gait has changed. It has a little bit. The swelling is definitely down in some areas. However, she's been a little bit painful the last few days, a little bit sore. So we're changing some of her supplements and trying to help her out a little bit. She's actually seemed to be a little bit more active again the last couple of days. It's hard to say how much her gait has definitively changed. It's kind of ebbs and flows a little bit. Yes, Sherry, this is Lady. Cute little lady. She just finished her dinner. And now she's playing in her mud wallow. For those of you who are just joining, we just wanted to touch base, let you know that all is well here in Brazil, or at least where we are in Brazil. We're pretty lucky to be here, lucky to have this life for the elephants, and so grateful for everyone who contributes to make this happen. Give these little ladies this life, these wonderful ladies, these wonderful ladies this life. It's a pretty remarkable life for them, to let them have the autonomy, the ability to explore and wander and to do as they desire, whether it be trek through a mud wallow, lay down in a sand pile, or just explore and graze. Somebody just asked, will she ever be with Maya and Hana? Yeah, we hope so. You know, she's still very fearful of them, very watchful, and we just look for opportunities to give her more exposure out of one mud puddle and into the other, to give her more exposure to them and kind of letting it be on her terms again. As many of you know, we gave her access to Hana and Lady into the same yard, and that worked out well for a few times, but then the lady started getting insecure and self-conscious again and getting more nervous. So we just letting her dictate, letting her let us know when it's time.
It's not uncommon when we see if they become more painful that they become more insecure. And right around the same time that we noticed she was a little sore on her front right is when she seemed to get a little more insecure with Hana. So it's just respecting the fact that she doesn't feel as capable when she's a little more sore. So not forcing that and putting her in a situation where she's not 100% comfortable, because that doesn't help with her socialization. So.
I'm gonna go for a little walk here.
Bye guys, I am leaving. I have work to do. Love you.
Cat has bailed. I'm gonna go for a walk and get a little closer to Miss Lady. We can get the lighting better again. Hi, sweet girl. She's in the shadows here. It's getting close to the end of the day. The lighting's not great, but she's playing a little mud wallow here. There's mixed. Somebody asked about was she ever with elephants before she came here. Some say yes, some say no. Some say she was always aggressive to other elephants, which is not likely based on the behavior that have seen. She was born in captivity and sent to a circus in South America, and she spent most of her life in that circus alone. So she has likely come in contact with other elephants, but we don't know for how long, and we don't know what that experience was. Rebecca asked if we go into enclosure with her. Not close. We work entirely with protected contact. If we go into the enclosure, we give a lot of space, and I would never do it while on the phone. There's just too many distractions. Elephants have a huge potential to cause harm. Generally, they don't, but that risk is there. That potential is there, and things can go awry very quickly. And it's just not a situation we want to put them in, especially an elephant like Lady that still has trust issues. We just need to give her space and make sure that we are safe, just like everything else we're doing right now with the delays with Mara's trip. Mara's trip. It's about being safe. It's about being smart, and it's about not taking chances when you don't need to. And so we stay outside the fence as much as possible. If we are inside, most of the time it's on a four-wheeler, or we just give them a lot more space. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to go. I have things to wrap up and other critters to go care for. Give me 1 second here. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. Oops. Try to. Oh, what am I doing? As somebody said, it's a beautiful day there. Yeah, most of the days here are quite beautiful. We're really lucky to be in this remarkable place. Wanda Lee just said, must have missed something. Mara's trip is delayed. Yeah, her trip is delayed. It's postponed because of all the restrictions. There's still a lot of restrictions for who can cross the borders right now in Argentina and Brazil. So we need a little bit more time and make sure it's a little safer for the entire team, not only for Mara, but everyone that's going to be making the trip with her. I'll just have to be smart. So we're just postponing the trip a little outside her quarantine call, which is pretty normal for life. But the only thing that's different is the caregivers have to wear different boots and they have to wear gloves and masks. But as far as Mara is concerned, her life is pretty much normal. Lady's going down into the bottom corner. There's a gate that's opened into the next yard over. She's probably going to graze on over there. All right, guys, thanks again. We appreciate you all very much. As always, you guys stay safe, keep taking care of yourselves and each other, and we'll send more updates when we can. Somebody asked about, do we worry about elephants getting coronavirus? No, because they're really not in contact with anybody that would be spreading it right now. Of course, it's not even known right now if they could. There's still a lot of unknowns about this virus, so. But it's not something we're concerned with because they're not in close contact with anybody that would be passing it on to them. Everyone's here is being safe. We have a different protocol that we've established to make sure that we're not only safe and not exposing each other, but not getting exposed, and just using a lot of smart precautions. And that's going to apply to the elephants too. We just don't want to take any chances, so we're just being safe. But again, appreciate you guys very much. We will keep you informed as the weeks go by. In the meantime, as I already said, be safe, be smart, take care of yourselves, and keep following. We will touch base soon.